Well, we got that big reveal for Will at the end of episode 4. There's a lot going on in the Upside Down. And we have to ask, did Stranger Things Season 5 actually live up to all the hype? All that and more on an all-new episode of Unbinged, starting now. Welcome to Unbinged, the podcast about these shows and movies you love to binge. I'm Alfredo Brown. Joined as always, I got Jagger May, Matt Kopfhamer. We are discussing Stranger Things Season 5, episodes 1 through 4. Guys, there's so much to get into. We basically just sat here and watched 3 straight movies worth of content all the way till 12:30 in the morning here, East Coast time. Let's get into it. But Jag, give us a spoiler warning first.
Here's your one and only warning that if you're one of the 1% of people who didn't watch Stranger Things and happen to stumble across a YouTube video that said discussion, get out now or forever prove Darwinism correct.
Yeah, this is your fault if this happens.
Yeah, it's on you at this point.
Yeah, sorry, player. So, lead storyline from this, guys, is Will. He basically becomes superpowered Will. There's the Will and Vecna connection, and I think we all kind of assumed it was always going to go back to this, like go back to the child that started it all, the event that started it all. That's how season 5 begins, showing him in the Upside Down and how they are connected. This gave me a lot of the Boy Who Lived vibes. Will absolutely feels like the Horcrux that Vecna, I guess, did intend to create or never intended to. I don't know. I got to ask, Jag, did this work for you? You were the person that was least excited for Stranger Things Season 5. Did this work for you?
Yeah, I think this is a case where I'm just like perfectly whelmed. You know, I'm not overwhelmed. I'm underwhelmed. It's just exactly the path that I think it had to go. That's why I'm not upset about it, because Will either had to die or he had to level up, or he's still going to be neck boy, where he's just like, ooh, I've got a tingling, I got a raging clue. And then they go and fucking find out whatever's going on in the Upside Down. So I clocked it, I think episode 1 or 2, where I was like, man, I think Will's going to be able to control these Demogorgons if he would just stop being a little bitch for a second.
He was basically a warg. Like in Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones, yeah. And like, since we're watching Stranger Things 2, or excuse me, Welcome to Derry, I just got this magical black man thing going. So I always, in my head, in my internal monologue, I kept saying, like, well, sometimes when you talk to the devil talk back. And like, that like Will's the devil in this scenario, where I'm just like, man, Vecna's going to keep fucking with Will, and then Will's going to be able to do something else, so.
I like that you bring that up, though, Jag, because Will, with this power now, will he be corrupted? Will we see him eventually fall to the dark side? Because we already kind of got
shit too.
Something, because we already got inklings of it when he kind of like yells at his mom. He's like, Mom, like, your plan fucking sucks. Like, listen to me. Let me do things. I'm a big boy now. And now that he has a little bit of power, and he's been basically like tormented for the last however many years, it's very possible that we see by the end of the series Will fall to like the dark side, if you will.
Do you mean it more like he gets infected and it's like it's not necessarily by his doing? That like a full-on Anakin switch would feel so weird at this point and so fast. If it's more that he's been infected by the thought process and the brain and the power of Vecna, I can get on board with.
We've seen it since season 1, if not season 2, where he has been almost inside the mind of Vecna. Yeah, so what happens when his consciousness or his thought process gets overwhelmed by Vecna, or potentially like he has been inside that mind for so long that he can't differentiate himself from Vecna anymore? And will we see that kind of backfire on the group?
Well, I think we would have solved that from 11 now, because the assumption is that Will just unlocked his shining power, correct? Because this is all the Stranger Thing is these are shining kids that the government locked up, and they like turned the knob up to 11 to get more out of him. And now Will has just been backed into a corner. Because like, again, this feels like Deadpool, They're like, we put you in a tank and then we put you at such extreme stress that you can evolve or die. And that's what happened, you know. Like, essentially, Will's the kid who got bullied by an intergalactic Groot, and he finally punched back, is where I'm at. Like, the whole corrupting thing, if he was a dick, he was always going to be a dick. And the whole, like, mom, fuck off, your plan sucks, that was just him growing up.
Yeah,
that was just him growing up.
I'm just saying,
I could never talk to Winona Ryder like that, but I'm just saying, I get it. Like, that's just him wanting to be a man, like, at this point.
Sure. I'm just saying, what have we seen before, right? Absolute power corrupts absolutely. So I'm just saying there may be a possible storyline where that comes to fruition.
I think I'm with you, but not that it is Will's choice. I think that it is this, whatever this is, this mind connection, this absorption of the power, right? It's not like the Harry Potter thing where he's like, well, what if I was supposed to be in Slytherin? And what if I am bad? What if I am evil? Like, I don't think that's what it is. I don't think it's a full Anakin either. I think it's going to be something where he gets sort of infected, almost like...
You are Vecna, Harry.
Okay, guys, so now we've got 4 superpowered beings. We're going full Avengers here in Stranger Things. And... I got to be honest, it's sort of a thing that I thought would happen, and now that it's actually happening, I'm not sure how I feel about it. And these 4 individuals are 11, Vecna, which we already knew, Will gets added to the mix, and then we get reintroduced to Kali, which I'm sure everyone on the internet is going to take really, really well because that episode was received so well by everyone. Cough.
Reasonable takes for sure.
Where are you at with this?
Honestly, I kind of forgot about her as a character, so I'm not sure how to feel. It makes sense that it would bring her in to help support Elle because, as we saw last season, 11 wasn't enough to defeat Vecna by herself. So even with all the training and with all the preparation that she's had with Hopper now, it makes sense that it would bring in one of the only surviving members of her quote-unquote family from when she was being raised in the Hawkins laboratory. So if it does come down to a final showdown between 11, 8, and now Will, I guess, against Vecna, will that be enough power to overcome Henry and his power? So it makes sense from a story standpoint. As a fan of the show, I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't a fan of that storyline to begin with, so I don't know how to feel about her coming back.
I'm gonna be so mad at the end. He's just like, call me Will Skywalker. Or call me 12.
Yeah, this is like call me 12.
I'm gonna be so.
They're gonna get matching tattoos,
and it's just the tattoo
like
just forms on his forearm. Like he doesn't even go get it; it just appears.
He's gonna shave his head, and then they're gonna get fucking traveling pants. I just
they all become roommates and shit.
Yeah, like I will say the Kali thing, didn't clock that. Didn't think it was necessary, but. Here's me being positive about it, and I'm going to put a positive spin on it. Did Kali suck, or did Elle going and slicking her hair back and having a Spider-Man 3 moment suck? Because that's where it's at. Like, Kali did not suck, but, like, their fucking alt-punk British Power Rangers bullshit that they had, that was just an entire hour long of it. With a completely right before the finale as well. That was the problem. So having this other card here, I'm okay with it. And they have a chance to rewrite Kali's story, or not rewrite it, but at least finish, reverse the horse, where we're going to start the horse shitty and then we're going to end with it nice. That's what I'm hoping for, you know?
I'm thinking, man. Like I'm thinking. I'm doing. I was most.
You got the ick, man. You got.
I know.
The ick.
I know. I was most hyped for this, and like as we're going through the episodes, when 11 is saying, "Oh, that's where Vecna is. That's the one that's hiding back there. That's the crypto." I'm like, no, the fuck, no. Like the military didn't capture Vecna and put him in a freezer. Like, what are you talking about? And immediately I started to think, oh damn. We only have one other person with abilities, and it's got to be her. The second she opens it, I'm like, okay, this is where we're at. And I guess it makes sense because if Vecna is really this powerful and he's just been juicing up for the past couple years now that he's all grutified, like you're going to need more than 11 and her running around in sweatpants. Like we're going to need something a little bit more, right? And Will being connected is going to be a thing. I do think, and I'm going to call this prediction now. We're just like, if we're doing theories, I think Will is going to end up dying in this. And then 11 is going to somehow reverse that and sacrifice herself.
Oh God, no! I can't. Do not do the Leia Skywalker thing for me.
I'm
because
telling you, it's gonna.
No, this is the Kylo, and then Rey saving him, and then I hope not. I got Great action
there.
Sequence, for sure.
Yeah, there was a lot to be excited for, to where like you guys, I've been hurt a lot. And we've gotten a lot of red flags. One of them is we got 3 red flags, which is 3 years that it took us to get this shit together. You know, where someone is going to die. I just hope we don't get whatever the fuck you just said. So like basically I'm trying to unmanifest that right now. Like I don't want that at all.
I'd be so good in a writer's room of telling them, hey, this would be the worst fucking idea possible. Yeah. Let's not do that.
Yeah. Like literally when you open your mouth, I wanted to just be like, ooh, don't even, we dare not speak his name. You know?
Don't even bring him to the universe. Yeah. Oh man.
Okay, we're going to keep talking more about this, but before we do, I just want to let everybody know you got a bunch of ways you can enjoy our podcast, Unbinged. First is right here on YouTube. So if you're watching and you've been enjoying this video, even just for a moment, you had a laugh or you enjoyed the talk we've had so far, take a second to like this video, comment down below with your thoughts on these first 4 episodes, and make sure you are subscribed to Unbinged, because not only are we going to be doing Stranger Things for episodes 5, 6, 7, 8, all of that, but we're also talking about Pluribus, and that's going up every day after it premieres on Apple TV. We're going to be doing Welcome to Derry. We're going to be doing Fallout when that comes out in December. So make sure you're subscribed here, and then wherever you get your podcasts on Apple or Spotify, take a sec, leave a 5-star review. It means the world to us. All right, guys. I know we're talking here about everything that's been going on with 11, the superpowered people, and Will, and this connection with Vecna. We're going to go down into, I guess this is the Upside Down, where they've put a military base, which I got to understand the logistics of that. Like at what point did I know I sound so complaining, and I'm sorry. There's a lot of hand waving going on of like, first it was hard to get one person in and out, and then now all of a sudden we're like, fuck it, get the contractors in there, we're putting a building, and they just did it. So I know that's going on there. I guess I don't know how much I'm enjoying that storyline. It feels like a lot of shows are just inputting more military stuff, and it sort of slows it. Like, what's the point of Linda Hamilton and the military in there right now? Is it just to weaponize?
I mean, yeah, and here's why I took it is they couldn't get in there at first because they were a small, covert, secret operation where, like, not even most people in the government or military knew it. You know, it was I guess his dirty little secret. Now it's so big, the government has finally opened up the pocketbook, and that's how we're getting shit done. So,
but we also had the storyline from last season where it was like competing branches of the government were going after this. So you had the one that was trying to protect Elle and the other one that was trying to like find her. So it's gotten all very muddled. So I still don't quite understand where anyone stands from a governmental standpoint and the military standpoint. Like, are they all on the same page now, or are they still like at odds? Are there differing factions?
It seems like it's just one part of the military that's doing this. It's not whatever right. Dr. Brenner and other homie were doing. Like, this just seems like it's the military. They're testing on species down there. They're using Kali as like some sort of battery, it almost seems like. And then they're just trying to see how they can weaponize and find 11 and not be in trouble.
I guess where I'm at is like the whole fucking town exploded and that got out. Like, you can't explain that shit away. So there's no more jockeying for position or fucking around. They are now at the point where the military, where it's like it's all hands on deck and we need to raid. They are literally dungeon crawlers themselves. It's like, we got to go in the Skyrim dungeon, get every single fucking prize we can. We're all on the same team. We'll worry about who gets what once we're done with the pillaging. You know, that's essentially where they're at. And see, and those are the details that don't even bother me, I guess, where I don't even need that, because it's just like,
I'm
okay.
not bothered that the military is in Hawkins. That makes a ton of sense.
But in the Upside Down, I guess.
I guess it's more of like, what's going on with Vecna that we have like a small town, you know, like there's a college town going on inside the Upside Down that's just allowed to exist while there's this barrier. And I think that leads me to the questions too with like, is the military using Kali? Or is maybe Vecna actually using Kali, right? Because
both.
Sure. That's my question, is because I know that her power has always been to make hallucinations, but she couldn't actually make things happen. She can make you see stuff. So is she the one that's keeping up this little barrier inside and keeping Holly in there? Like, is he using her? Is he now using Will? Like, how powerful is Vecna really?
Sometimes when you reach out to the devil, he reaches back. You know,
Keep using it. Keep using it. He'll be back again in 8 minutes to let us know that again.
What I'm really curious about, though, going back to the government thing, is before Vecna attacked in the latest episode, did they know about the threat of Vecna, or did they just know that the Upside Down is a threat? Like, what is Linda Hamilton's end goal?
That's
they don't know about Vecna. Yeah, they don't know about Vecna. Thank you, Kopf. You asked the right question for me to get to where they're at. They don't know fuck all. That's why Linda Hamilton is like, literally like, what do you know that you're not telling me? What they think, they are boss hog right now. They're like, we got ourselves a goddamn gold mine in here, you know, and they're in there looking for fucking oil like it's Afghanistan. And they're like, oh, okay, so you just got these monsters? That's fine. We'll just shoot them in the mouth and then move on. Hey, maybe we'll keep one, throw a couple on Russia. We'll take that too. This is how incompetent the military is, but they have so much money that they can force their incompetence and make it look like it has some sort of plan here. And then we have the classic plot line where no one tells anybody shit. Because, to be honest, and I'm not trying to distract from the Upside Down, fucking Nancy and Mike are right. You're telling me at this point you never talked to your parents about any of this shit? You never tried to leave? Thank God the Duffer Brothers wrote that into the plot line, because I'm just like, why are you guys hanging out? Go back to fucking California. Vecna's not there. Apparently he doesn't like liberals. I don't know. Like,
thank you, Jack. I literally wrote that in my notes for the first episode. I was like, they still haven't told Karen and Ted anything. And then the second episode happens, and it's like immediately we get that payoff where it's like, we should have done more. And it's like, thank you. Because I did a rewatch of the previous 4 seasons too, and the one thing that always bothered me was like, Karen Wheeler is a great mom. If you had just given her a little bit of the truth, she would be just as on board as Joyce is.
Water it down.
She would be she would have been right there next to Joyce and Hopper the entire time. Ted would probably still be in his lazy boy, but regardless,
bitching
Karen,
and moaning.
Yep, Karen is ride or die, and the fact that she was always left in the dark always bothered me. So I'm glad we got a little bit of payoff, at least on that front, in these first few episodes.
And those little things for me are what make me trust the other things. That like I'm not ready to go all gloom and doom or even thinking about that, because I'm like, man, they are trying to wrap up some plot holes and some shit that I had problems with. And like, to me, those are the little details that I care about more than like, why are the military all of a sudden friends now with each other, even though they're all one government? You know, like, I think they're going to get there. My only worry is just, are they going to kill somebody? Do it fucking for real, man. They should have killed someone this episode. Yes. Do it. We're adults. Fucking kill somebody. Yes.
I want real stakes. As much as I loved Mama Wheeler going full Mama Weasley and like, stay away from my daughter, she just left out the bitch.
She should have died.
She should have died. She should, or at least, like, actually, yeah, she should have died. You keep Mr. Wheeler alive and give him some sort of relevance, or I don't fucking care, other way around, but kill someone. She's the one that it would have felt like it would have hurt, because we have all genuinely loved Mrs. Wheeler the whole time. Yeah.
Yeah, we have.
Hey now.
And I guess, like, do we talk about the rest of the gang now? Because I feel like Jonathan or Steve has to die. You know, like they physically,
just for
It's
Nancy's
competing.
sake, one of them has to die. So she's like, "Oh, thank God, the choice has been made for me."
Exactly. They physically
And then she chooses
can't
herself.
survive. Or one of them, Jon
Robin,
Snow's.
she chooses Robin. There you go. That's how it ends.
Hey, I'm here for it. I'm here for it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like one of them, Jon Snow's himself. He's like, all right, I'm going to go live in the upside down now. And then he just becomes like the king down there. Because it's like Steve is straight up trying to cuck Jonathan. You know, he's basically anytime he's even close to Nancy, he's like looking over at Jonathan and be like, hey, she's no stranger to my thing. You know?
Jag had that written down on a 3x5 card for sure, ready to go.
Hey, you'll never know.
You had that for the last month. You're like, they're gonna love this shit. They're gonna eat this up. Okay, so we've talked a little bit about. I mean, also we didn't even talk about Hopper at all in this. And
Oh, his death wish, Mister. Can I die at any
Suicide
moment?
bomber, yeah.
Just stay in Russia if you want to die so fast, motherfucker. I wasted a whole season saving you, and then he's just like, Mama Jihad.
I'm gonna take Vecna out with me.
moving on. Just not gonna say anything. Moving on. Okay, so I guess we can call this the Upside Down, or Jag, you so lovingly called it Vecna's Overlook Hotel. For those of you who don't know, that's The Shining. What's going on with Vecna? Like, can we just start there? Like, because at first I'm thinking, okay, he's been hiding because he's been weaker and powering back up, but he does seem stronger than ever. Why?
He's just been
why all the
recharging.
waiting?
I mean, you got to take time to plan, right? Like, look at Watchmen, right? Ozymandias
Like
didn't do his
logistics
plan
meetings? Like, who's
overnight.
he's the only one
No,
there.
it
Thank you, Cobb. I
takes
said he's
time.
building a
Yes.
doomsday clock.
Yes,
He's building a
thank
doomsday
you.
clock.
He's literally, this last episode, he's like, I'm making a child army. Like, that takes time to plan. Like, he is going full tyrannical, like, dictator, and he's doing things, and it takes time. So it makes sense to me that his final plan hasn't been revealed till like now, and we're only getting the beginning stages of it, because
I don't
wants
know.
world
I'm having the
domination.
weirdest problem with it, guys. Like, explain it for me then, man. Because like, I feel like we get the battle at the end of season 4, and then Vecna's like, "All right, halftime. Let me go back in the locker room. I'm gonna come back out third quarter, kidnap some kids, and we're gonna run it back." Like,
Yeah,
that's how
actually,
it feels.
thank you, Koff. I'm same page, brother. Alfredo, for you, he's literally like, big third down here. I need to change up my game plan, because he was trying to. He was targeting depression at first, and he's just like, all right, I'm gonna go over these teenagers, and then he meets someone like Max. You know what teenagers say? Fuck no, and they discover Kate Bush.
Now he's going full
like,
Pennywise, and he's going after little kids.
Exactly.
'Cause they're
Like, Derek
weaker.
is going to break free out of a trance because of a fucking Kids Bop 2. You know, I think that would have came out during the time there. You know, like, I don't think that's going to work for him. You're going to break these kids down. They're so scared. He's straight up doing...
Well, he said it. He said that their minds are weaker.
Yes,
like, there's
he's
not
grooming them.
anything that's going to break them out.
Yeah,
of that.
he's a
The
groomer.
Duffer
This
Brothers
is
couldn't write that because it's fucked up. He's like, Vecna grooms kids, and it's a lot easier.
But this is so, like, this is my question then, is like, I can fully understand that concept, but what I don't get is that, like, it is inconsistent with what he talked about in the previous season, where he's basically said human existence itself is sad. You wake up, you work, you eat, you do all these different, and then you just die, and your existence doesn't change anything. So if he's, it was almost set up as like, oh, Vecna's making end of the world, but now it's like, no, he's actually going to kidnap children and make them his minions, even though he thinks humans suck. Like, I don't want to be negative, but I'm trying to connect the dots.
Is he trying to end the world or remake the world in his image?
So that would
That's
go
what
along,
it is.
That would go along with the Wrinkle in Time thing, right? Where it's you're trying to, like, it in A Wrinkle in Time is trying to make everyone the same like him. And
Are you
his
referencing
world.
a film? Are you referencing a movie? What is A Wrinkle in
A
Time?
novel. It's a novel, and it's now a film.
Are you-
It's based on an adaptation of a novel.
Jags,
I don't know
have
what
I
the
read
fuck
a
you're
book that you
talking
haven't?
about. Yes. It's like, what are you
Fuck
talking
yeah,
about?
let's go 8th grade summer reading. Let's go, baby.
It's only been referenced like 6 times in the show.
Yeah.
Greg. Like
And
Holly's
I tried
been reading
to
the
pretend
book.
enough. I tried to pretend enough.
Oh, there's a lot going on here from A Wrinkle in Time. Like like even when Max is talking about it, now it's like Vecna with this idea that he is either going to end their world or bring everything to the Upside Down, where only the Upside Down exists, and it's his world and his minions and all that. And I can vibe with that if that's where we're going.
That's what I
Okay,
think
probably
he's doing.
because of this unknown tome that you guys have mentioned from long ago. That I've never read.
This ancient text.
They did a movie. They did a movie too.
And I said, I will gladly listen if someone happens to talk to me about it.
Well, here we are talking to you
Now
about
is this time. Now is that time.
Okay, so are we all on the same page now with
Yeah.
Vecna and what he's doing? Okay.
I thought I was locked
believe
in and
so.
I understood this, and there was like a wrinkle in time. I was like, at first I thought, I'm like, oh, that was a fun play of words, very poetic, Alfredo.
And then you're like, wait, are you talking about a film? You're the old man meme where you're just like, A Wrinkle in Time? The film? Like, no, the 8th grade summer reading book, sir.
I went to an Oklahoma school. They gave us the Bible.
Florida's not better? What are you talking about?
They said 8th grade reading. Read Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. And come
Holly's
back.
like 7, so if she's reading it and then I read in 8th grade, like, there's a gap, man. There's a massive gap.
Oh man.
Okay, so one of the other big reveals in this was in Vecna's, I guess, Overlook Hotel. Is we got Max there, and I guess let's figure this out together. Do we consider this the Upside Down, or do you guys subscribe to my theory, which is I think Vecna might be kind of using Kali to create this thing?
it feels like a pocket dimension either inside the Upside Down or right next to the Upside Down.
Okay.
So maybe this is another layer deeper where they'll find out. It's like, because when they first explained it in the first season, where they're like, it's a world underneath our world.
It's Dick
Maybe
Halloran's
this
box.
is under. Yeah, this is
This is
another
Vecna's
layer.
box.
It could be. And like you said, going back to the Callie point, like utilizing her power to create a separate world underneath would fit thematically with that. So I could absolutely seeing it being Vecna's own pocket dimension where he controls every aspect. Now, the one thing going
Except
against
that
that though is
canyon.
that I was going to say is the canyon. What's going on with that? Unless that's like the borderline.
Yeah.
You think that's like where his parents died or something? And then no, he killed his parents. What am I saying?
Yeah,
I'm trying to
yeah, he
think
murdered
like
them.
what could it be then? Because
This was my complaint. Like I told you guys pre-show, like mostly I think it's fine. I have small complaints. This entire storyline with Max is fucking dumb, in my opinion. Just make Max hooked up to her fucking xenomorph mouth hugger and call it. The fact that we spent 30 minutes with her explaining what was going on, did it even really matter? No, you need to save her from the Upside Down and get her out. It's always been the same story. Legitimately, 30 minutes, if not longer, were a waste of my fucking time. And then all of a sudden, Vecna, I am Groot himself who can read a goddamn book. His one weakness, not a fissure in the wall. Like that, what? It's like, come on now. Where he's just like, ooh, a crack, I can't.
he's like, I saw that. What's that movie with James Franco where he's climbing the mountain?
Oh
and gets
yeah,
stuck?
127 hours.
He's like, I
I've
saw
seen
that
one.
bitch. I'm not
Yeah,
going in there.
Yeah,
But
it's
what's-
just I felt it's stupid.
What is interesting though is that we see that a way to break out of Vecna's hold is with music, and then this season has shown that noise or some sort of sound is hurting 11. So could those two things be tied together, where Vecna's weakness is sound as well, and you just
Like
have to
an
find the right
EMP
frequency?
Type. type
But
thing?
it seems
this weapon.
Well, it seems to be either a low frequency or a high frequency that normal people can't hear, but for whatever reason, 11 with her superpowers can hear it and be affected by it. So I wonder if that ties into the fact that music breaks Vecna's hold on you. So maybe sound is a way to
Just like a really
him.
shitty song.
Yeah.
Like
I don't
Creed,
wonder if Max
watch
is
Creed
getting
be the
tired
thing
of
that-
Kate Bush.
right?
You know, it's just like sure, like the Pixies just came out and she's missing that. You know.
Okay, can I ask you guys? Was there a moment there where you saw the jeans and the shoes, and you thought, "This is Eddie, maybe still alive in there"?
We gotta let that shit go.
No, man, never.
For a heartbeat.
Not until
For a
not
heartbeat.
until the final whistle of episode 8 will I not stop believing that Eddie's still alive.
Yeah, I said that on the couch. Everyone's like, "Is it Eddie?" I'm like, he fucking died, like definitively died. How are you gonna bring him back? That hop shit was already a stretch. You know, this.
Yeah.
He's the only one that like died in the Upside Downs. That's what led me to believe it.
Yeah. And I guess that's my point is like I need Eddie to stay dead so I can be worried about
So
these
there's
characters.
stakes.
Like
Yeah.
there's
to
been
be stakes.
zero stakes. And like even with the Hop thing, they ruined it immediately. You could have brought Hop back. But they had the goddamn bullshit MCU
post-credit.
Hop will return and Stranger Things Doomsday shit at the end of it. And it's just like, okay, cool. Like you ruined any suspense I had where I barely made it through end credits before you spoiled it. Get fucked.
Can I tell you that's my favorite joke to use now? The so and so will return in Avengers Doomsday. I got my
dies.
little sister-in-law with that. I showed her a picture where it said Elphaba and Glinda will return in Avengers Doomsday, and she's like, "Shut up." Really? And I was like, "You're gonna have to wait and see the movie."
I don't want Avengers Doomsday to come out so this meme never dies. I want them to just rename that movie, but I just want Doomsday to like forever live. As
Honestly,
this
this should be their marketing ploy. Is just don't do the chair thing. Like, just release a new still frame of this like every month of a different character. It'd be amazing. Okay, so all right, we talked about Vecna. We've talked about the rest of the team in the military base that's in the Upside Down. Max and Holly. I think one of the things that has been a little bit of a struggle here is it does feel a little meta where they're referencing themselves as a show going back to the original. A young child gets kidnapped into the Upside Down around the same date. The difference is like we were just getting introduced to the show and just getting introduced to the characters, and we were okay like not caring about Will for a little bit because he was gone and we could focus on all the other people. But now Holly is becoming a crux of this story, like a really big main. Hey now, she's becoming like a really main component to this, and I got to be honest, I don't know that I care, Jack, and I think that compounds on top of the fact that you just said it's not a great storyline to begin with.
Here's my thing, like Holly being trapped. I think you can. And maybe this is repeating storylines and it wouldn't hit for some people, but like make her your Will, because like Nancy said, they're like, well, why would they take Holly? It makes no sense. It actually makes perfect fucking sense because it's like, wow.
Because she's like the dumbest. She's the most impressionable.
Yeah.
She's got a tough time at home with mom and dad.
No one's looking at her right now at all. Like to me, it was the most obvious chess piece for someone else who isn't involved in it. Like we're seeing everything from the lens of the protagonist, but from like the antagonist, like, wow, no one's watching this little girl. I don't even know her name. I didn't know her name was Holly until this season. You know, I'm like, oh wow, I didn't know there was a third Wheeler, quite literally. You know, and then he snatches her. So like, I get it, but again, I didn't need you to. All right, we're paying Sadie Sink, so, you know, can you write something for her? It's like, cool, we'll just sit here and have her Morgan Freeman narrate for 30 minutes and we'll make up some shit where she's looking at Joyce Byer in the past. Like, it was just, that was a problem for me.
Did you notice on the flyer in the flashback, there was some names on the flyer, not only Joyce and Hopper, but also Henry Creel. So
yeah, that one was very obvious.
Yeah, we're going to get more flashbacks of obviously the 50s. So
Bro, if we get
makes
fucking
sense
time
that
travel, I'm going to lose it. I'm gonna
A
fucking
Wrinkle
lose
in
it,
Time, motherfucker. Like they've
No.
been calling.
They've
it
already
since-
referenced. They've already referenced
Several
Back to the Future.
times.
Great
I know they
Scott!
have. I know. I know.
We're gonna- it's your favorite movie. Stop complaining. They're gonna do it.
It is, but they did it so nice in season 3 where they were just having fun. They're like, "Oh look, we're at the movies." I just don't do it, man. Don't fucking time travel.
You never know.
I'm gonna fucking lose it. I really will.
Or it could just be the fact that because she has access to Vecna's memory, she can find what his weakness is, and then
that
somehow
I'm good with.
communicate
Like
that
actually jumping
to
through
the-
memories.
We
is
know what
different.
his weakness is. It's cracks in a wall. Come on, dude. Did you not watch
And
the
fire.
same show I did?
Kate Bush.
And Kate Bush. That's the holy trinity against him. You know,
Bush and crack.
and then you just hit a wall and fucking
What is this,
with a
the
flamethrower.
2000s?
Unbeatable, dog. Unbeatable.
All right.
having
go.
that storyline there set up, it just gives us an opportunity to do flashbacks to when like the parents were young and seeing how they interacted and stuff like that, because we also saw Steve Harrington's dad in that flashback.
Yeah, we did. But like,
Douchebag.
it almost just. I'm trying to reel it in, man, because I could feel my heart shrinking 2-3 sizes, which sucks because I'm the positive guy on the show.
Yeah.
But like, it just felt gratuitous for no reason. Like the whole like going back in the memory felt gratuitous. Obviously, I think there's going to be a payoff, right? Of like, Joyce actually knew Henry at some point. Why hasn't she mentioned that ever? If they went to school together,
Right.
Because they
Unless
don't
you-
talk. When has anyone mentioned, like, they name everything nicknames. Like, I used to get pissed at my ex for doing this because she's like, why doesn't anyone know what I'm saying? Because you don't call shit whatever the fuck it's called.
my
You know,
wife
they're
doesn't
like,
know a single acronym.
Yeah.
Not a single fucking acronym. She hates it so much.
Yeah, to like Vecna. Maybe if you would have called him Henry Creel one
they did.
time.
They have.
They
have,
did it.
though.
They did it in front of little Derrick Henry there, where they're like, yeah, Vecna won.
Derrick Henry.
Little
Oh,
Derrick
the little
Henry.
fat kid who could run. I get it. I get
He
it.
was just running through everyone. Man. When he needed to survive, dude, he stiff-armed Joyce Byers into oblivion.
Homie kept them
crazy.
feet moving.
His pad level was low, looked good. Kyle, use check in there. But, dude, like, they actually referenced it where they go, yeah, Vecna, a.k.a. One, a.k.a. Henry. And then he's like, that's too many names. Like, even they got meta with it for a second. If Joyce knows his name is Henry Creel, and they were looking up Victor Creel, and they did the investigation there, she went to school with him, like, I hope we have
Say
something out of that. Like, even if he sees her there, he'd be like, oh, Joyce, I haven't seen you in a while. Like, Vecna walked up on her and just, like,
Give her a
Threw her
nice
out.
little Groot caress. She's like,
I was worried she was going to die right there.
I thought she was too. And again, kill people. It makes your show more impactful. It does.
Yo, I
All you
thought
people
Lucas
over
was
there,
gonna
they're like,
die.
no, don't kill him. I loved him. Oh, that's what makes a good show. I'm sorry. That's Game of Thrones lasted not because they were just killing people willy nilly. It's just that consequences mattered, and you worried. And I need that. Like I said, for the most part, I'm having a good time. Like I said, what I really enjoy as well is that, yeah, they spend a lot of time on this and it looks good. Like, at least it looks good. And the stuff that I am seeing, I have 4 more episodes to get these questions answered. Because a lot of the shows that we've been watching, we were having these questions and they had an episode left to wrap it up. You
Right.
know, the fact that we've got basically an
These
entire
are long episodes.
Yeah,
The finale's
we
like
got
2.5 hours.
Yeah, we got an entire Lord of the Rings trilogy left. You know, there's a lot to get through. So,
I swear to God, we get to the end, and Will's just like, on your left to 11. It's gonna happen.
they open a that's what I was gonna ask, man. It's like, do you want the dog? Like, what if it's a multiverse where we're just having multiple 11s come out, and it's just like, we are Groot, and then they all fucking attack. That's what I don't see.
I'm gonna
Time
lose
travel. I'm ready for that trope again because I'm so tired of multiverse. Give me like, oh wow, time travel. Oh, that's something familiar. Give me a good time loop. Multiverse can die and rot in hell for me for a long time.
You know what I'm excited for if they do time travel? A young Karen Wheeler.
Hey now,
I want to see a young
Jack's
Tay.
like, I want that spinoff.
Yeah, dog. Like, I want to see Dawson's Creek. It's just Karen. There's no monsters, anything. It's just Karen's dating life. And then Lucas's dad, you would get young him in there. Pretend that's me for just some random reason.
Every time he's looking at Mike and Nancy, he's like, I was almost your dad. Here's the Mark Wahlberg. He's like, I see your mother driving up and down the street. I'll be your stepfather in a week.
Yeah. From Wolf of Wall Street, it's like, hey, tell your mother I was asking about it.
Okay, other groups that are in here. These are kind of like I don't want to say the lesser storylines, but like we got Joyce, Lucas, Derek, who I kind of love that shitty little kid. Like he's kind of funny every time he's on, and I hate him at the same time. But we got them rescuing kids from the military base. That ended up paying off with the whole Vecna finally showing up. And so like that one, I guess I don't have as much of an issue with. The tracker group. It feels like Stranger Things has sidelined some of its best characters here for a little bit. Steve and Dustin are kind of just bitter. And they were always the heart of, I think, of the show. Jag, you actually said you liked this. You're like, I kind of like Dustin now. I never understood why people liked him before, but now I kind of like him.
Well, Dustin was emotional in a way that I'm not emotional. Like, where he's just like, ooh, a tadpole that clearly looks like a demogorgon. You know, like, what a fucking, like, straight up, again, Darwinism. I don't think he would have made it. But this Dustin, that's a fucking fighter. That's a kid I could back. And I think that's what it is for me, is that I just think he's grown up. He may not have grown up in a way that is happy, but that's teenage angst. And I respect how he got to that point with that angst.
I was pretty surprised that Steve basically blamed him for getting his ass kicked. He was like, you did this to yourself. And like,
he did.
Zero sympathy. He did. But the fact that he went after him, and instead of being like giving any sympathy or any, he just was like, I don't know. It was very strange coming off of last season.
Dustin's being a dick to him. You forgot that
fair
Dustin
enough.
Was a massive dick to him, where he's just like, figure out your own problems. Like, all he's like, Dustin point. Had like, I like Dustin, and I know Dustin's being a complete shit ass, but yeah, that ass kicking he had coming, because they weren't asking him to like, shit on Eddie's grave. They were like, hey, we have a bigger purpose than your fucking feel. That I didn't like. That's the feeling shit I don't like, where it's just like, you are sacrificing our bigger purpose for this stupid thing. I'm sorry, it's not stupid, for this thing that doesn't matter as much quite yet. And that's what got his ass kicked. Yeah, he could have just not worn a Hellfire shirt, pretend to be normal so he can go get revenge for Eddie, but no, he didn't want to do that. So
there's something called principle. No, I'm just kidding.
Kopf, you are a principal motherfucker, mister. I'm using a Google
I
Pixel.
won't use Apple ever.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm
Fuck Apple
Google
forever.
Pixel ass nigga. Just like,
I won't change for nobody.
yeah.
There are dozens
I don't
of
care
us,
that I
damn
can't
it.
see who replied to a text message. I won't do it.
I am set in my ways, and I will not change.
Yeah, the Dustin Steve thing had me like a little. I think what it did was it set the tone early for this show. That this is meant to be darker. It's meant to be a little more
Jag friendly.
Sure, yeah.
Jaded,
Like, I'll be real here. Is that I do think that this was intended to feel, at least in the beginning, a little bit more like a Avengers Endgame, where it's like we lost. Right, and we're trying to like pick ourselves back up, or a Harry Potter Deathly Hallows Part 1, where we're just kind of getting through the gray part of the story that's not all that fun.
I was gonna say this feels very much like Harry Potter, where the movies got darker as they aged up.
Yeah,
so
that WB logo is fucking gray.
Yeah. So this is the culmination of like all the shit that they have dealt with for the past, 5, 6, 7 years of their life, and now they are in, like you said, they are in the end game, but it is the darkest point, the lowest point of all their lives. So having to go through that, it's gonna wear on them. And One dynamic I don't think we've talked about it yet that I really like that they finally do is Will and Robin having like conversations about being queer in the 80s and like how do you know if you can be safe with somebody, and I really like that dynamic in these last couple episodes.
I gotta be shitty. It has, and again, has nothing to do. I don't care about any of these relationships. The straight ones, the gay ones, the ones I don't even know about. Thank God I don't.
But it's
know
representation. I think it's
I was
important.
going to say,
I don't want any representation, dog. You can be gay. Like I'm like that's
right up there with I am the science. It's right up. I don't want any representation. Nobody gets represented.
Yeah. Like I don't want any love. It's my problem.
We can't clip this, by the way, out of context. The podcast is done.
Yeah, out of context, that it is bad. That's not what I mean, guys. Don't go run and clip me. I'm just saying that like we don't have to have love storylines, man. Like this is a problem of even making women plot devices. Sometimes, what if you just solved the problem and no one thought about their genitals for like an hour?
That's not realistic.
Can you do that? Dog, there is fucking plumbing coming down on people, and they are
Did you
smuggling
not watch
children
Alien Earth?
out.
They
They
had
got
a
a
mission
full-
and they were still banging because they're
Okay,
humans.
that is
humanity.
not the same. That is work, and they were on a years-long mission. You have to fuck. You're doing a straight up goddamn Underground Railroad scenario, and you're like, hey, you know, am
Joyce
I
Byers is the Harriet Tubman of Hawkins.
that's what I'm talking about. And then you're trying to decide if you're gay or not. Now's not the time. Guess what, Will? You're gay. We'll worry about that when we save the world. Like, you know, like that's just
Not wrong. Not wrong.
That's what I'm
Will's
talking
just trying
about.
to be efficient, man. He's trying to multitask at the same time.
That's like Nancy. I actually love Nancy this season because she's
Yeah.
like, you know what? Fuck both of you. I wanted to dump both of them. You guys could touch tips in the corner. Right now, I'm trying to save my sister. She's the only one with her head screwed on straight. You know, she's not even thinking about who she loves at the moment because it doesn't matter. That's my point about representation.
Nancy with the shotgun. That's all I gotta
Yeah,
say.
you could just say, Robin, you're gay. Cool, man. Here's a gun. Let's fucking move past it. You know, it's just...
Gun.
I have so many things I want to say. I'm just not going to do it. I have a career to worry about. Okay. I was saying before that I feel like some of the funnest characters are a bit sidelined, and I do feel like that's obviously intentional here, right? But then, because like Murray's sidelined, Erica's kind of sidelined, Dustin and Steve are kind of sidelined, just even emotionally, even when they're on screen. I do feel like that's intentional, but then there are times here where it's just so uneven, where the writing team is going back and forth between here's an expo dump and then here's a lot of sexual innuendo. Like that scene where they're saying, oh God, I wrote it. Oh, wait, did you hit dick? I hope it's not too hard. If it is, I'll soften it.
Yeah.
I said cough would make that joke. When I heard it, I was like,
even I cringed. I was like, ugh. Okay.
So I'm gonna say this. I've noticed this with Stranger Things, and I've noticed this with a lot of big IP. I think we get to a point with intellectual property, with big brands like this, where they get too big for their britches, and they keep just trying to outdo themselves with whatever the next thing is. We saw it with the MCU. We've seen it with Star Wars. We've seen it with Lord of the Rings trying to do a show. Personally, I think we saw it with Deadpool and Wolverine, where they were just like, shove all the cameos in there. The story doesn't really have to make sense, and then let's have them fight all the Deadpools. Spoilers, by the way. This is Sean Levy. Same director that did Deadpool and Wolverine has directed all of Stranger Things. And it does feel like he is trying to outdo himself now with like, how big can the battles go? How many superpowered people can we get? How many dick jokes can we make? And that's where I'm just like, okay, it doesn't have that same vibe that it did in season 1, and I know that's not going to always happen, but I do feel like we've sort of lost a little bit of that magic along the way.
one dick joke too many. It really was just one for me, but I guess I see it. And maybe I'm explaining it away because I'm like, they are high school kids.
I laughed when Robin was just like, and personally, I like dick. That was funny. Leave it at that, because they all just kind of did like the side eye to each other, and it was just like, okay, that was funny. No one had to address it. We moved on. That was great. Mm-hmm. And then they were just like, check out this tunnel. It's a cock, eh? And it's like they really ham-fisted it. And there's just been a couple of those moments, man.
Hey, this tunnel's a cock. I wish that was the actual joke. They didn't even try to make it a joke. They're just like, hey, dick, right?
Penis. That's what it turns into. It's just them playing the penis game underground.
And to your original point about sidelining characters, I feel like you got to, or like every episode is going to be 2 hours where we're like, all right, let's have a Murray adventure. I still think we might have a Murray adventure. You know, he's a coyote essentially.
That's always tough. We talked about that. We've talked about that like in Game of Thrones. We've talked about that in like Gen V recently in The Boys. And when you just get so many characters, it's hard to balance the storylines. And it feels like they're doing that a little bit better where they've got so many characters together, but then they keep adding more new characters. Like here's some more kids and here's some more military. Here's some more stuff you need to care about. And I think that's making it tougher.
Yeah, they keep expanding instead of what they should be doing is tightening the cast, tightening the story by eliminating characters.
Kill.
Yes, like we keep saying, like give us those
That's
stakes.
what kept us hooked to Game of Thrones. Kill people.
Until the last few seasons. The last few seasons they got away from that, where it didn't like the actions did not, the consequences did not match the action. So again, they need to give us stakes that matter by unfortunately eliminating characters we love.
Yeah, that it's as soon as Jon Snow came back, the show got worse. Like legitimately, because like where the book ends, we don't know if Jon Snow comes back, and the book
Hopper?
sets it up. Huh?
Is that Hopper
that's
for Stranger
that's
Things?
kind of
Yeah.
Hopper.
Yeah, that's Hopper.
Honestly.
Yeah, like
Him
he's a
in
Jon
Russia,
Snow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's because
Will is Bran, and 11 is Daenerys.
Fuck.
I don't
We did
hear
it.
that.
We did the
I don't
thing.
want-
We did the thing.
Damn it.
Will is Bran, 11 is Daenerys, Hopper is Jon Snow.
Damn, who's
So
Jamie?
does that mean Steve Jamie?
Steve is Jamie.
Steve is
is
Jamie?
Jamie. Yeah, because he's the asshole that we all love now.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Joyce is Brienne of Tarth.
I was gonna give it to Erica.
Oh yeah.
No,
I like
she.
that.
No,
I like
no.
that.
Erica's the little bear from the north. Mormont, Lady Mormont.
Yeah,
Leanna
except
Mormont. Yeah. Yeah.
Except
Yep,
she's got bigger teeth than she ever did. You're like, you bald bastard.
Okay, this is
Dude,
definitely. Go.
I was gonna say, Erica, man, the Asia thing I can look past. Like, it's pretty fucking egregious for everyone. Erica, they made it so bad by putting her around other kids and her little outfit that she's in. I'm like, man, she looks like LeBron James in high school. You know, like, you know how LeBron,
Just
they're like,
towers
this is a
over
17-year-old
everyone.
kid. Yes, dude. I'm just like, what the fuck, man? Like, she looks so old in comparison to like I just don't buy it. I wish they would have written some Doogie Howser scenario where she's a genius and she went to college.
She went up a grade.
Yeah, or something like it would have been better. It would have been better than this. That's
She kind of looks like. Never mind. I'm not gonna say.
she
it.
got Greg Oden face, dog. You know how Greg Oden looked 40 years old. You know? I don't mean that as like disrespect, but like Greg Oden.
It's ow. All right, I'm tripping. Fuck.
Oh no.
Oh. This is when you know we've probably gone too far in the show.
wasn't me
guys,
this time.
If episodes 1 through 4, if you're gonna rate it on a scale of 1 to 10 so far, where are you at with it?
It's been inconsistent. I'd probably give it a 7, just because it's been up and down. Like there's things I like, there's things that I'm worried about, but I've enjoyed it for the most part. So I'll give it a 7.
I'm at a 6. I'm having some fun, but there's enough things that I'm just like, I'm annoyed.
8 for me. I'm sorry.
I knew you were gonna do it.
I'm
I
having
knew
a
you were
good
gonna
time.
do it.
Wow.
I'm
I
having
knew
a
you
good
were gonna
time.
do it.
This is
Okay.
I don't think I've ever given anything the highest rating out of
Yeah.
anything. Like this is like a first. This is an
Until
unbinged
we do an episode on Ghost in a Shell, like this is gonna be the time where you're highest.
all of our characters are more miserable and sadder than ever. Absolute. I love it.
All the
All right,
stars.
guys, we're
Oh,
gonna be back again for all the other episodes of Stranger Things, and we're gonna do the same thing. Stay up late, record it right after, and get this out onto YouTube as soon as possible for you guys, and get it onto the podcast the next day as well. We're gonna be back again as well for Pluribus. And for it, welcome to Derry, and then eventually Fallout as that comes on. So make sure you are subscribed here to Unbinged to get all of the episodes that we have coming up. As always, I want to thank everybody for watching or listening all the way through. For myself, for Jag, for Koff, see you next time. Adios.